Hey, you know why we are here. We are here to talk Trey Lance as promised. I told you I would give you an instant reaction. And before we jump into that, just know that the All 22 I will have in a couple days. So for those of you that are members, make sure that you stick around, look in the next couple days or so. I will have the All 22 posted, fully break down exactly what we saw from Trey Lance. And let's just get right into it. So let's go series by series. He did play two series tonight. The first series, there was some good, there was some bad. Let's talk about it. So, the good. First of all, we should be pretty excited. Bay Area baller, I'm talking to you. We saw Trey Lance slide. That's a big deal, right? Like Trey Lance last year would dive forward, kind of awkward. It almost seemed like he could get injured at any time, but he can slide. He learned to slide. So that is great to see. And he can move. He looks quick out there. Now, I got to admit, I was a little frustrated pre-game, still a little frustrated, to be honest with you, that none of the other main starters were going to play with him. He had 4 of the 5 starting offensive linemen, but none of his weapons. Trent Williams wasn't going to play. I just thought to myself, like, why? What are we doing? Like, the point is to, I know that he needs reps, but are these 6 reps more important than a possible injury? I mean, Zach Wilson, we had just seen Zach Wilson go out with an apparent knee injury. Hopefully he's okay. Definitely don't want to wish any injury on anybody. I hope he's okay, but it was one of those things where I'm like, man, what are they doing? Plus, you want to showcase the kid. You want him to look as good as possible, in my opinion. So, little pregame frustration there. Once it started, I was definitely excited to see him play. Like I said, he's able to pick up 7 or so yards with his feet. They were able to convert on their very first third down to move the ball and keep the chains going, which was great. He had a little out pattern to Ross Dwelly that it was a high throw, right? Didn't look the best. High throw, little jittery maybe, I don't know, but wasn't his best throw for sure. Had a great throw to Ray on a boot action rollout. Looked good on that throw. And then another third down and long, where he just showed off a lot of arm strength. Let's be clear about that. First of all, it was far hash to far sideline, about 12 yards downfield. These are the power throws in the NFL now, and he has no problem making that throw. Threw it to Danny Gray. Danny Gray was covered, still could have completed the pass a little bit high outside, and they kicked the field goal. So they got 3 points their first drive. Not bad for your first drive, not having all your weapons, but certainly some things that we can look at that we can improve on. And I would say the best 2 things that we saw on that drive: arm strength, and he learned how to slide. It was great. Second drive starts off, he gets sacked. That's never good, right? He took a big sack. School, I don't know what the hell happened there. Just olayed his guy right to him. Took a big sack. You definitely don't want to see that again. That was my concern going into the game. He had a little bubble screen to Sermon to pick up 5 yards. And again, here they are, 3rd and 9 situation. And Trey does what he was brought here to do, man. Beautiful, beautiful throw in stride. Danny Gray, left sideline, about 40 to 45 air yards. Danny Gray did the rest, 76-yard touchdown. Trey Lance ends 4 or 5, 92 yards passing, 1 rush, 7 yards. I mean, as good as it could probably be, to be real with you. I mean, 10 points, score on both your first 2 drives. We saw the kid slide. Great power arm. For the most part, the ball looks better coming out of his hand. He looked calm, cool, and collected back there. It didn't seem like he was jittery, which was some of the things that I was looking for. Could he get in and out of the huddle? Certainly was no issue there. Once he was back there, would he look calm, cool, and collected, or would it look a little nervous almost, kind of the way that he played last year? Calm, cool, collected. There was a play on the first drive where he called an audible, ended up handing it off to Sermon. They did lose a couple yards, but is obviously reading the field. Listen, we can talk all we want about what we've heard or what we've seen from training camp. And I'm not going to put all my eggs in a preseason basket, certainly. But come on, man. Like, this kid's going to be so good. I'm sorry. He's going to be phenomenal. Been saying it for a year plus, obviously standing by it after this performance. And, now we get to hear what happens next week against the Vikings, and we get to hear about, or watch it rather, preseason game 3. Now, what I will have here in the next day or so, couple days, is the all 22. We will watch that together for those of you that are members of the channel. So make sure that you look out for that. I will throw out the all 22 for you. The few plays that Trey Lance played, we'll go over it in depth, break everything down. That'll give us a little bit of a better view of what really happened. But listen, ultimately, this is what we wanted. Let's go. It's Trey Lance season, baby. Peace.